It was 12:03 a.m. when Ethan heard the loud pounding on his front door, the kind that freezes your heart before your mind catches up. His pregnant wife, Lily, woke up startled, clutching her belly. The red and blue lights flashing through the curtains made the living room glow like a crime scene. Ethan rushed to the door, confused, barefoot, still half asleep. When he opened it, two police officers stood there, hands on their belts. "Sir, we received a complaint that you're trespassing on this property," one said firmly. Ethan blinked, stunned. "Trespassing? This is my house," he protested, pointing to the framed family photo behind him. The officer glanced over his shoulder, then exchanged a look with his partner. "Sir, we need to verify that," the other said. Behind them stood Karen, the HOA president, wrapped in a silk robe, arms crossed with a smirk that could curdle milk. She said loudly, "This man doesn't belong here, this home is HOA property, and he's refusing to leave." Lily gasped, "What are you talking about?" But Karen ignored her. That night would be the beginning of something Ethan never imagined, a chain of lies, betrayal, and shocking truths that would shake his peaceful neighborhood forever. The officers stepped inside cautiously, scanning the walls like detectives searching for clues. Lily sat on the couch, trembling. "Please, don't stress, honey," Ethan whispered, though his voice was shaking too. He turned to the officers. "Look, we bought this home 6 months ago. We have every document. This is a mistake." Karen interrupted sharply, waving a folder. "That's what he says. But our HOA records show this house has unpaid dues, and we've reclaimed ownership." Ethan's jaw dropped. "That's insane. I pay every month. Check with your office." The officers hesitated, unsure. One radioed dispatch, while the other tried calming Karen down, then Lily suddenly winced in pain. "Ethan. I think I need to sit down." She was 7 months pregnant, and the stress was too much. Ethan rushed to her side, blaring at Karen. "You've done enough." The officer finally got a response. "Dispatch confirms property is registered under Ethan Miller. Current with taxes and HOA dues." Karen froze, her smirk fading. That can't be right," she stammered. But it was. The officers turned to her. "Ma'am, you've wasted police resources. Please return to your home." But before leaving, Karen muttered something chilling. "You may have one tonight, Ethan. But you'll regret ever moving here." The next morning, Ethan found a bright orange notice taped to his door: "Violation, unapproved property changes. Fine, $1,000. He tore it down, furious. Karen's revenge had begun. Every day, a new notice appeared: grass too long, mailbox paint chipped, unauthorized garden lights. Even their mailbox was suddenly non-compliant. Lily tried to stay calm for the baby's sake. "She just wants to push us out," she whispered. Ethan nodded grimly. "She won't succeed." But the stress was constant. HOA board meetings turned hostile. Karen spread rumors that Ethan forged documents. Neighbors avoided them. Then one afternoon, Ethan came home to find a tow truck hauling his car. "Violation, overnight street parking?" the driver said flatly. Karen ordered it. That night, Lily cried quietly. "Ethan, maybe we should just move." But Ethan shook his head. "No. This is our home. I'll fight her the right way." He decided to dig into HOA records. What he found was shocking inconsistencies, fake invoices, and unexplained withdrawals. And one document with Karen's signature on it, authorizing thousands of dollars of landscaping that never existed. For weeks, Ethan studied every HOA statement. The deeper he looked, the uglier it got. Karen wasn't just strict, she was stealing. HOA funds were being rerouted into a personal account under her maiden name. Ethan knew he needed proof before confronting her. One evening, while Lily rested, he printed copies and stored them safely. But the next morning, his printer was smashed, papers gone, and the garage door was open. Someone had been inside. Panic surged. "Lily, did you go in there?" She shook her head. "No." "Ethan, what's happening?" Ethan reported it to the police, but there wasn't enough evidence. That night, a letter slid under their door. Drop it. Or next time, we won't knock. No signature, but Ethan recognized the handwriting. Ethan decided to attend the next HOA board meeting, armed with everything he had. If she wants a war, he muttered, she's getting one. Lily squeezed his hand, fear and faith mixing in her eyes. Be careful, she whispered. The HOA meeting room was full whispers, tension, and folded arms. Karen sat at the center, acting calm, but her eyes flickered with unease. Ethan stood up, holding a folder. I have evidence that HOA funds have been misused, he began. Gasps rippled through the room. Karen laughed nervously. Ridiculous. This is defamation. But Ethan opened his folder. Then you won't mind if we let everyone see these bank transfers, will you? The room went silent. One by one, homeowners leaned forward. Ethan laid out every piece, signatures, transactions, even dates that matched her vacations. Someone shouted, she took our money. Another added, call the police. Karen's face turned pale. You can't prove anything, she cried. But Ethan calmly said, everything's already sent to the HOA's regional office and the county auditor. Karen's mask cracked. She stood up, trembling. You think you've won? You have no idea what I've done for this community. Then she stormed out, slamming the door. That night, the neighborhood was quiet for the first time in months. Ethan held Lily, whispering, it's over. He was wrong. 3 days later, at exactly midnight, the security lights flickered on. Ethan peered through the window. A car was parked outside. Karen stepped out, her hair messy, her expression broken. She stood in the rain, shouting, you ruined me, Ethan. Ethan didn't open the door. Karen, go home, he called. But she didn't move. Instead, she threw a box onto the porch and drove off. Inside the box were HOA documents and a letter. I did it for my son. We were losing everything. I just wanted one more chance. Ethan sat down, heavy-hearted. For the first time, he saw not a villain but a desperate woman who'd lost her way. Lily placed her hand on his. Sometimes justice hurts both sides, she whispered. The next morning, police cars arrived again, but this time, to arrest Karen for fraud. As they drove her away, she turned to Ethan and whispered, take care of your family. Don't let power change you. Months passed. Lily gave birth to a healthy baby girl, Hope. The HOA elected new leadership, neighbors smiled again, and peace slowly returned. But every time Ethan saw the porch light at midnight, he remembered that night and the woman who lost everything chasing control. He often thought about Karen's words, don't let power change you. Maybe that was the real lesson all along. He didn't win a battle, he survived one. When hope turned one, Ethan stood outside their home and whispered, we fought for this place, not because it's perfect, but because it's ours. Lily smiled beside him, holding their daughter. The same police officer from that awful night drove by, honked, and waved. Glad to see you folks still here, he said. Ethan nodded. We're not going anywhere. And that's when he realized the true victory wasn't exposing Karen, it was protecting his family, no matter what, and that was the final twist in this unbelievable HOA story. If you love the drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment sharing your thoughts. It really helps this channel grow.